All right. Thank you so much for joining me here today. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down for you the different equipment I use and the different tips and tricks that I use to record the videos that you see on my channel. This is going to be a very general video that's going to break down a few different categories of my recording process, starting with still photography, drone aerial photography, the different GoPros that I use, and I'm going to talk about some of the accessories that I have to use to get really good action shots on my bike. By no means am I an expert at any of this. I basically have just built enough experience over the past 5.5 years of creating content for this channel that I've reached a point where I feel like I could share a little bit of that with you to maybe encourage anybody out there who might want to start their own channel, similar channel, or just wants to learn a little more about action photography. I feel like I can at least help you get that first foot in the door. And if there's anything in this video that you find interesting that you'd like to know more about in detail, please let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to make another video that's more specific to maybe drone photography or recording with GoPros. All right, let's jump into it. Right behind me is all the equipment that I use, and let's get started with my bike. Okay, the most important tool of all. This road bike that you see here is the bike that I use for every vlog on the channel. And more recently, it's used for every ride-through video that I do. I do a lot of long-distance biking with this road bike right here. One thing you can see is there is a handlebar mount on here, and I'll demonstrate how to attach a camera on there a little bit later in this video. The one thing I wanted to note, practically speaking, for people like me, I drive a sedan. It's sometimes really hard or just difficult to bring a full-size bike with you to rural areas or just anywhere outside of your immediate area. My solution has been this. I have this in the trunk of my car all the time. It's just a small scooter, cheap, something very easy to be able to throw in and out of the trunk of my car. It doesn't have to be a scooter, you just need something with wheels, because when you're recording an action shot, you're trying to record the footage as smooth as possible, and the two wheels makes all the difference. Whether it be on a bike, whether it be on a scooter, a skateboard, rollerblades, it doesn't matter. For me, this just makes a lot of practical sense to always carry this in my car. Okay, let's move on to the equipment that I use. Okay, so what I have here is the entire amount of equipment that I bring on every single vlogging trip. Starting with, on my left, camera backpack. Everything you see here ends up in this backpack. Comes with me on every ride. It's compact, it's able to protect all the equipment individually and separate everything. It's essential to find yourself a good backpack. And moving forward, here on my left, I have my Canon 55mm still camera. This is just a camera that I bought secondhand off of a friend a number of years ago, and it has really sustained me for many, many years. I'm able to create and capture really high quality pictures and still frames with this. What I typically do is I will come back to a trail after I've vlogged it the next day, and I'll come back to the interesting spots that I found, and I will take still photography to add that extra element to a vlog when it fits. Or, you know, these are shots that I use on Instagram and my other social media sites. Sometimes I'll use this camera to record time lapses, and that's why there is a Rode microphone on top. This microphone, one really important thing to capture high quality audio is making sure you have the microphone cover on top. In this case, I have the more studio microphone cover, and this could be replaced for the outdoor cover that I have, which is this big fluffy windsock, and that just fits on the camera and the microphone in the same way. Just like that. And that'll reduce all wind interference that is associated with your video shots or time lapses. So that is what I use for still photography. And be sure to always bring backup batteries. I can't stress that enough. It's very important to have backup camera batteries. Another really, really great tool that everybody has is your iPhone or your mobile phone of any kind. They all have cameras on them now, and they're all pretty high quality. So you can create and capture some really great still photography just using your iPhone. So for anybody just starting out, creating a YouTube channel or just trying to step into photography for the first time, start off with the mobile phone in your pocket. This will work great for you. The one drawback is that these phones still don't have the best microphone recording quality. So it would be a very good investment to buy yourself a Lapel microphone, which is just a small microphone that'll clip onto your shirt or whatever the recording source is that you're trying to pick up. I have used this on a couple of vlogs myself.
This section of the bikeway stretches about 20 miles. This section of the bikeway stretches about 20 miles.
Okay, moving on to my DJI Mini. Right here in the middle is the DJI Mini, and this is such a great drone. It is so compact and fits in just about any backpack. In my case, I fit it in this backpack right here. And let me show you how it opens up. I bought this drone last year, and I'm really glad I made the investment after my original drone crashed a few times for the final time. My original drone was much bulkier than this. This drone has been a real lifesaver and has allowed me to capture a lot more photography, aerial photography, because of its convenience. And even though it's smaller, it's still very high quality and is able to get some really, really great shots for me on my bike. Now with it is also the controller. This connects to your iPhone. You just have to download the DJI app. And this is also a very compact controller for what it's worth. Kind of feels like you're playing a video game when you're using this. And in my case, I have an iPhone that's going to connect right into here. Just like that. Connect it. And then this will act as your screen as you fly your drone. You will control and you will see what your drone is seeing on your phone as it's flying. You will use this to launch and land the drone itself. So that is a very easy, compact way to bring aerial photography with you on your bike shots, on your vlogs. And then of course, you always want to have battery backups. In this case, I have 3 batteries. We're going to be moving on to the GoPros that I use to record every vlog and everything you see on this channel. And it's actually pretty simple. I am currently recording this on my GoPro 9. That is my latest camera. It's my best vlogging camera. It records the highest quality audio. And I have my original GoPro camera right here. This is the GoPro 2014 Hero. And I don't use this too much anymore. Sometimes I don't bring it on my trips with me. But when I do use it, this acts as a helmet camera or a handlebar camera that faces up as I'm talking on a vlog. And then right here is my workhorse. This is my Hero 5. This is the camera I bought specifically for this channel. And it is the camera that has captured 90% of the drone shots you've seen out of the content that's released currently. And 100% of the ride-through trail videos that were the foundation of this channel. This camera is a little beat up. It was the camera that was flown during the crashes of my original drone, and it still works to this day. When riding and doing my ride-through video shots, you could either mount this to your handlebar itself, but I do find it to be a little bumpy sometimes. I personally use this right here. This is a Karma grip. This, unfortunately, is a discontinued item, but you can still buy them online. This Karma grip is a stabilizer for the GoPro, and I will demonstrate quickly how that is put together. You need the grip itself, and you need the camera hold. And these connect together, but let's put the GoPro in. You could turn it on, This has been a tremendous stabilizer for me throughout my time recording for this channel. I will actually just hold this out as I'm riding. One hand on my handlebar, another hand here, my right hand holding the camera steady, and I use my body to absorb any type of shocks. The Karma grip does the rest of the work for me. You can choose to use whatever technique is most comfortable for you to record with. As always, plenty of battery backups. I always bring at least 4 battery backups for my GoPros on every single vlogging trip. Last but not least are my camera handheld tripods. These tripods are incredibly compact, which is key with all my equipment here, but it's extremely versatile. And I typically only bring one of these. I have 2 to show you right here, but one normally does the trick. This tripod here has amazing versatility. Right now I'll place a mount onto the tripod. There you go. Now this is a 360-degree camera mount for any GoPro. Make sure you have plenty of these bolts too, these mounting bolts. And there you go, just like that. I have a full control tilt and pan tripod right there and camera mount that can help me get just about any shot that I need. You can create multiple camera angles using different recording techniques and placing this camera in different spots and passing by it multiple times to make it seem like there's multiple cameras on a trip when there's in reality just one tripod and one camera doing all the work. And that's something I'd be happy to demo for you more in a separate video. Last but not least is my helmet mount. Mounting to the helmet is as simple as removing that and replacing it right on the helmet. Just like that. So there you go. You can purchase these GoPro helmet mounts that just stick. They're just pads that stick to your helmet, and they're extremely, extremely good. This thing has been mounted to my helmet for years and has never come off. So that mount is very, very stable, and you can buy that from any GoPro website. And lastly, this is good for mountain bikers. I have a chest mount. So you can, right here, you can see the same mechanism. You can take any GoPro and clip it right on there. Now that can be used as a chest mounted GoPro right there. Primarily used for mountain biking. Seldomly used on this channel. Okay, that's all. Let me demo how to mount the camera to my handlebars. Okay, really important, and really the only tool that you need is your GoPro camera mount. And right here, I have it placed on the right side of my handlebar because it fits best right here. It's the smallest part of the handlebar on this bike itself. And these GoPro mounts can be bought at any electronics store or any sports store, really. And that's what it looks like right there. It has a swivel, so it can move 360 degrees. And yeah, so right here is the perfect location for my camera mount. Make sure you do not mount any of the brake lines on your bike. And then just like that, you clamp it down. And once it's firm, you'll be ready to mount the GoPro. And right here, I've got my GoPro 5 with me. Now you'll notice this has no mounting capability. You have to include a case on this GoPro itself. Some of the newer models have mounts built into them. This one does not. So I have this case right here, which will allow me to do that. So the GoPro goes in, simple as that. Now you have a mount. The only other piece of equipment you need is the mounting bolt. So you place the GoPro right into the grooves of the mount, place the bolt in there, fasten it, and just like that, you have a mounted GoPro. Now this will ride quite well depending on the GoPro you have. My only thing to note is that the stabilization won't be great if it's mounted like this. There are different stabilizers you could use. The Karma Grip stabilizer works really well, but still, your camera will still bounce a little bit and shake around. It also sometimes helps to pad, put a little bit of fabric or padding between the handlebar and the mount and make your footage a little smoother. Depending on your function and what you actually want to get out of your shot, this will work really, really well for you. So that's the handlebar simple GoPro mount. All right, thank you so much for joining me here today. I really hope this video was useful for you in your beginning journey of content creation of any kind. Whatever you're doing, I hope I was able to support you or help you make that first step forward. Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and remember to ring the notification bell. And as always, ride on and ride safe.